Welcome to Hannity Busy News Night. Tonight, we are witnessing what is a radical major shift in American politics like you've never seen. The new far-left extreme socialist Democratic Party, they are hitting new levels of radicalism. Mueller didn't deliver on their collusion fantasies. By the way, Rush was great earlier tonight, wasn't he, when he said, oh, Hillary needs to be in jail and indicted. If you did what she did, you would be in jail. Now, the Trump agenda is succeeding. That is driving them off the rails. It was on full display. Last night, fake news, CNN put the 2020 Democrats on stage, one after another, hour after hour of hardcore socialism, where they completely tried to out-socialist the other socialists on stage, from impeachment to Trump, open borders, guns, oppressive taxes, and, of course, yes, redistribution, and the Green Deal, where crazy Bernie Sanders was confronted about the real failures of socialism throughout history. Why would we not learn from history? And again, from a woman whose family actually fled the former Soviet Union in 1979. Take a look.
My father's family left Soviet Russia in 1979, fleeing from some of the very same socialist policies that you seem eager to implement in this country. So my question is, how do you rectify your notion of democratic socialism with the failures of socialism in nearly every country that has tried it?
Is it your assumption that I supported or believe in authoritarian communism that existed in the Soviet Union? I don't, and never have, and I opposed it. And what democratic socialism means to me is we expand Medicare, we provide educational opportunity to all Americans. We rebuild our crumbling infrastructure. In other words, government serves the needs of all people rather than just wealthy campaign contributors.
All right. Of course, Bernie, the socialist, didn't have an answer because everywhere his ideas, his utopias put in place, they always fail. Remember, keep your doctor, keep your plan, save money. Everyone, millions lost doctors' plans, have only one choice, and everyone paid more. And it got worse because Sanders is backing the right for all felons to vote, prisoners, murderers, yep, even terrorists like the Boston bombers. Can't make this up. Take a look.
You have said that you believe that people with felony records should be allowed to vote while in prison. Does this mean that you would support enfranchising people like the Boston Marathon bomber, a convicted terrorist and murderer?
But I think the right to vote is inherent to our democracy. Yes, even for terrible people. So I believe that people who commit crimes, they pay the price. When they get out of jail, I believe they certainly should have the right to vote. But I do believe that even if they are in jail, they're paying their price to society, but that should not take away their inherent American right to participate in our democracy.
Shocking. Bernie wants to take more of your hard-earned money, raise your taxes, eliminate all private health insurance. You only get the government version. Good luck with that. You get rid of all fossil fuels. You get rid of the combustion engine. We're going to let sex offenders, murderers, terrorists vote from prison. What a plan for America's future. And that is only one candidate. Look at Kamala Harris, took even her big government agenda even further. California senator ramping up her attacks. Yep. On the Second Amendment, thinking we don't have a constitution and we don't have co-equal branches of government. Amazing moment. Take a look.
There are people in Washington, D.C., supposed leaders, who have failed to have the courage to reject a false choice, which suggests you're either in favor of the Second Amendment or you want to take everyone's guns away. Supposed leaders in Washington, D.C., who have failed to have the courage to recognize, you know what, you want to go hunting, that's fine. But we need reasonable gun safety laws in this country, starting with universal background checks and a renewal of the assault weapon ban. Upon being elected, I will give the United States Congress 100 days to get their act together and have the courage to pass reasonable gun safety laws. And if they fail to do it, then I will take executive action.
Okay, quick Hannity civics lesson for the California senator. That's not how our constitutional republic works, our government works. No magical countdown clock that gives the president sole authority to attack constitutional rights because Congress won't do what you want. Remember, with President Trump's emergency declaration, well within his authority, legislatively, constitutionally, acting pursuant to a real law put out by Congress, passed by Congress to secure the southern border, granting him the power to do so. And it's something like the Constitution, Commander-in-Chief. Democrats, they don't care about it. Last night, did you hear anything about serious efforts to keep our nation safe and secure? Remember, 2 years, 4,000 plus homicides, 30,000 sexual assaults, 100,000, oh yeah, violent assaults by illegal immigrant criminals. 2 years. Now, it was just the opposite last night. Listen to good old Mayor Pete, genius that he is, talking about mass amnesty for millions that didn't respect our laws, our Constitution, our sovereignty, and our borders. Take a look.
There's a broad U.S. consensus that we need to find a way to protect dreamers. But as your question brings out, there are over 10 million people who are undocumented immigrants in this country who don't fall into that category. And the reality is, we can't have comprehensive immigration reform that works unless it addresses the status for those 11-some million undocumented immigrants. So what we need to do is make sure there's a pathway to citizenship for them, too.
And, of course, no Democratic event would be complete without, yes, even more lies and conspiracy theories about Trump and Russia. Even though we had 4 separate investigations, the FBI 9-month investigation, House Intel investigation, Senate bipartisan investigation, and Robert Mueller himself. No collusion. Listen to Senator Warren calling for impeachment with no basis. Did she read the Constitution? Take a look.
The tool that we are given for that accountability is the impeachment process. This is not about politics. This is about principle. This is about what kind of a democracy we have. In a dictatorship, everything in government revolves around protecting the one person at the center. But not in our democracy and not under our Constitution. We have checks and balances, and we have to proceed here in a way understanding our place in history.
Senator, what part of collusion don't you understand? And by the way, Senator, I have another question. Did Hillary Clinton break the law, the Espionage Act, top secret classified information on that secret server? And was her intent to obstruct justice when she deleted, bleach bit, busted up devices with hammers, pulled out SIM cards? Now, Warren followed up that remark with more talk about, higher and higher taxes. Remember, she wants to legislate stealing, where after you pay all your taxes, if you happen to have any left, she wants the government to be able to say, wait a minute, you saved too much. We're going to now go back and take another bite at the apple. And don't forget, when you die, you even pay a bigger bite of the apple. They always get the gold in your teeth if they could. And mass government debt and forgiveness, free college. Well, who's going to pay for all this? Take a look.
We are going to roll back student loan debt for about 95% of students who have debt. That's part one. And part two is to make sure that we never get in this mess again on student loan debt, and that is to make college universally available with free tuition and fees.
Now, when do the rest of us get our refund? I wrote for 10 years a check to Jamaica Savings Bank. I only took out one student loan, and guess what? $58.05 when I didn't have any money. By the way, now what we're seeing is a party that has gone so far left that it even looks like crazy, creepy Uncle Joe Biden is having some cold feet. According to a new report tonight, he again pushed back his launch, which was now set for Thursday, won't do an official campaign kickoff until Monday. And a new piece out in the Daily Mail lays out the chaos surrounding Biden's 2020, quote, rollout, raising even more questions about whether creepy, crazy Uncle Joe even has a place in this new radical Democratic Party. Wait till they hear some of the things we're about to advise them of. Now, that's pushing to get rid of. This is your new Democratic Party. Remember, Medicare for all would take up most of the budget for 10 straight years. That one item. Gas and oil, remember, we're going to get rid of what is the lifeblood of our economy. The Green New Deal is $94+ trillion in 10 years. Letting felons vote, open borders, abolishing ICE, abolishing the Electoral College so New York, New Jersey, Illinois, and California pick all future presidents, stacking the Supreme Court with liberal activist judges, reparations, crippling the Second Amendment. They want a 70% top rate on individuals, marginal rate, 90% on corporations. Wonder how many people are going to invest in America. And it goes on. Now, maybe you want to dismiss all this. Maybe you want to laugh at all this as just crazy, unhinged madness. But these are really ideas within the new radical Socialist Democratic Party. Now, you have, what, over 100 congressmen and senators supporting Ocasio-Cortez's New Green Deal, all these presidential candidates that support it. These are ideas that have been tried and have been a massive failure everywhere they have been tried. You have any doubts? Look at the promises of Obamacare. Keep your doctor paying, pay less. How did that work out for you? Causing tremendous human suffering. Let's go to San Francisco. Oh, we sent